Hi, welcome to Ask the Organizer. I'm Jen Van Buskirk, your host, and I'm going to answer one of your questions. Jen, please help me with my counter space. I leave stuff on the countertops all the time because I'm a visual person and that's how I remember to do things. My husband is someone who likes clear countertops. This leads to major arguments sometimes. How can we find a win-win solution? This is actually something that I struggle with as well. I am a very visual person and I like to keep things on the countertop sometimes because it reminds me to do them. But the challenge with that is that when you're in your home and you look at your countertops, it's overwhelming because you're visually seeing all of these to-dos that you need to do, and it really just starts to breed this like stress. It's very chaotic and it makes you kind of inefficient as you go through your home because you're always kind of jumping to one thing or another because you're seeing it as you walk through your home. So there's a solution for this and I'll walk you through it. The first thing that you want to do is clear the countertops. So there's probably more than just your to-dos on the countertops, and the thing is when there's a bunch of stuff on your countertops, it leads to more chaos because then it's hard to see every time you add one thing here, one thing there. So clear the countertops. I want you to put things away that need to be put away. If it's trash, toss it. And then if it's an action item or something that you say that you need to do, I want you to put it into a pile. So once you do that, your countertops are going to be completely cleared off except for your action items. So what I want you to do is, looking at those action items, I want you to contain them in something that makes sense. So if it's just papers, maybe you want to put them in a tray. If it's other things, like things you need to return, things that need to be repaired or whatnot, you might put them into a bin, one of those cube bins or a plastic container, things like that. So once you've contained it, I want you to put everything that is in that bin, I want you to write out on your to-do list what you need to do with it. So say you have 5 things, one thing needs to be returned, one thing needs to be repaired, one thing you need to respond to somebody about. I want you to write all those things down, and then I want you to write out the priority. So A, B, or C. A is the most pressing, B is something maybe you need to get done by the end of the week, and C is something that you maybe want to get done within the month. So now you have all your action items listed out on your to-do list. You know what order you need to do them in, and I want you to put this action list, which is just one sheet of paper, somewhere where you're going to see it. So maybe that is going to be on the countertop, maybe you're going to put it on your fridge or somewhere in your little office area. So you're visually going to see the to-do list, but you're not having to see all the clutter of the things that you need to do. Those are all neatly contained into a bin. So that's going to help you know what you need to do, but it's also going to have your countertops cleared off. You're going to feel calm and relaxed, and your husband's not going to be nagging you about it anymore. And it works for us in our house, and hopefully it'll work for you. Thank you so much for watching. Now, do you have a question for me? If so, just shoot me an email to jen@theneatboutique.com, and you just might be featured in next week's video. See you next time.